Religion is a big cultural shock. It was crazy. It was new. Everything was new. I couldn't find many praying mosques in Cambodia at first. In Pakistan, the life is pick and choose. Cambodia changed me in a very good way, to be very honest. One meal can cost you $20. In Pakistan, you can have like 5 days meals in $20. It's one of the biggest struggles to find a halal food. They just focus that halal is only not eating pork. And we also can explain to them, you think of an idea and you can make that happen in Cambodia. That's the only country in the world which gives you that opportunity when you're not a citizen. I don't feel any difference. I feel like Cambodia is my home.
This is Hamzah from Pakistan, who has been living in Cambodia for 2.5 years. He shares his story of why he moved to Cambodia, the challenges he faced as a Muslim in Cambodia, his experiences in the country, and the important lessons he has learned in Cambodia.
What I heard from other people about Cambodia is the one statement is, don't go to Cambodia, never go to Cambodia, never visit Cambodia, and they have blah, 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 blah stuff. Well, I took this step and I just wanted to go because of a lot of curiosity that was developed on the way, that don't go to Cambodia. And when you're told don't do something, then you have this Homo sapiens, it's kind of an intrigue inside you that pushes you to the point that you want to do it just for the sake of doing it. So I just took the plane with my brother, and we, the next moment, it's an hour from Bangkok to, an hour and some minutes from Bangkok to Phnom Penh. I came out of the airport, I've seen smiles, I've seen people happy. It's something that strikes you as soon as you enter Cambodia, that the type of attention that you get from the people, it's not the type of attention that they want something from you, but it's more like you are welcome to this country. Moving on, first few months, it was crazy. It was new. Everything was new. Going from the street food to people around walking on the riverside, or you meet a lot of people, they can speak English, which you don't expect in a country like Cambodia, that they speak English and in a very well manner. And then you find out that it's not only English, but the way and the gesture that they give you, the welcoming gesture. And the language itself, the Khmer language, it has that kind of crisp that you want to know more, you want to learn. So my first was like, I want to communicate more with these people, and definitely they speak English, but not a lot of percentage of Cambodia can speak English. So if you want to communicate with them, you have to understand some of the part of their language as well. So for me, I wanted to learn their language and know more about their culture, because it was absolutely new for me. And back in Thailand, it was not that new. It was, yes, a cultural shock, but it was not new. I was expecting that. In Cambodia, I was not expecting any of the changes that I've seen. Didn't plan to teach in Cambodia. I just came here for a few weeks, and I wanted to, my actual plan was to go back after a few weeks. But then, you get used to the vibe of Cambodia. It's when you start going out, you meet people, you know about there's a community of different people from different countries living here for almost 20 years, 25 years. You've seen Americans, you've seen Latinos, you've seen Africans, you've seen people from different continents living here for almost 20 years. And the question that strikes you is, what stops them? Like, they have lives, back in their countries, and they leave everything and they come to Cambodia and they start living for 20 years. So what was that one thing? For me, it was love, it was attention, it was a care. The things that I felt the difference is life is very easy and laid back in Cambodia. If we talk about, if you are educated, if you are skillful, you have knowledge, you want to grow, Cambodia doesn't give you a lot of competition. It gives you a place to prove that you have this, okay, go for it. Back in my country, it's the population is crazy. It's 245 million people living there. And Cambodia as a whole is 17 million. So one city of Pakistan is way bigger than the whole Cambodia. So see, when you have a lot of people, you have the competition is way higher than that. So yeah, Cambodia is still a developing country and it offers a lot of opportunities. On top of it, the big difference that I've seen that in my country, we love food. We love eating and we love basically Indian food. So in my country, it's easily accessible and it's cheaper as compared to in Cambodia. Because in Cambodia, the food that I found, so I'm a very picky eater, choosy eater. I only can eat which I have eaten before. I'll try not to try new things. So in Cambodia, it's yes, there are a lot of Pakistanis and Indian restaurants, but they're quite expensive. And one meal can cost you $20, which is like in Pakistan, you can have like 5 days meals in $20. So full week, you can go for that. Cambodia gives you value of independence. If you want to live in your own certain way, you want to style your living style, you want to change your living style, it gives you that opportunity. Apartments from $200 to $1,000, every 100 you're increasing, you're seeing a different life. You eventually add up colors in your life by putting every single 100. So you can experience life in all different colors. You can experience life from living in a Khmer cultural house to a fully Western style created apartment with a pool and with a gym as well. With sauna, with gym, with pool. Yes, you can have it in Pakistan, but again, it's something which it's your own people, so they start talking that you're not living with your parents, you're not living with your family. We don't have a concept to leave the parents after 18 years old. We still live with them and we help them. And that's again, not a problem at all, but eventually a man or a woman has to understand the living standards of being alone and by themselves so they can be more productive. Cambodia gives you that. So in food, yes, I would say that Pakistan, I miss Pakistani food, but I can't really eat street food. I know it's very interesting, it's very yummy, it's very chingeng because I've seen a lot of people eating that, but I can't really eat that since I'm a choosy eater and on top of it, I'm a Muslim, so I have to be staying on halal food. When it comes to Pakistani Indian food, it's expensive. But when it comes to living standards, Cambodia is way better as compared to Pakistan. You have a lot more independence of whatever you want to do. And if you're an educator, if you're a freelancer, if you're an artist, if you're someone who creates videos and all, you need your mental space. Artist needs a mental space, and that's what Cambodia offers you. And just like as I mentioned, you get your own moto and you go like 10-20 minutes away from Phnom Penh and you find yourself in a place which has never been seen by most of the foreigners before, and you can sit by the tree and you can think, you can meditate, you can observe about a lot of things there. So yes, it's the biggest difference between Pakistan and Cambodia, because in Pakistan cities are wider, larger. Yes, there is village life as well, but compared to Cambodia, it's more of a natural vibe that you get in Cambodia. There is a lot of nature, You go to Siem Reap, you see completely barren lands on the way. You see agriculture. You see very lesser people, which you don't see in my country because, as I mentioned, there's a lot of population. Food is biggest problem. I wasn't a cook before coming here, but I had to learn everything which we cook in Pakistan. We cook roti. We mainly eat roti, consume roti. We do eat rice, but not at all, not like all the time, like in Cambodia. In Cambodia, from every street to a main place, main restaurant, you can find people selling baisaw, which is white rice. I can't consume white rice all the time because it's not my native staple food. And after that, with white rice, Cambodians come with a lot of varieties. So they have sweet, they have spicy, they have different varieties. But it's always concerning that what they put in as a meat, because there's a language barrier. There is something you can't understand. You can't really explain that you're from Muslim country. You're constrained to few things. So while understanding, even some people understand what halal is, they just focus that halal is only not eating sachruk, which is pork. So they feel like Muslims don't eat pork. But there are way more other things that we can't eat. And we also can't explain to them in Khmer that this is what we can't eat, this is what we... And there are a lot of spices and everything which are mixed with certain things which are haram. That's why I completely... it's one of the biggest struggles to find a halal food. But yes, after living 2 years in Cambodia, I found a lot of halal restaurants, Khmer restaurants, where I can enjoy Khmer food. Local prohok, amok tarai, which is fish amok. Yes, I enjoyed that, but again, it's very constrained. There are few restaurants that I can try. So when I see a lot of TikTokers making videos of eating different things, and sometimes I feel bad that I'm very constrained, that I don't know what's in there and can I eat that or not. This is one of the biggest struggle, and it's from the day first until now I'm in this struggle, and I have to, I guess, get adapted with it. Otherwise, there's no way around. Okay, this part is hard for Cambodia to, I would say for Cambodia, Khmer people, and probably it has not been said so far. That's why it's not getting that much attention as it should. World Health Organization put a kind of a statement for every country in the world that if you're producing anything like noodles from baked goods, anything, that if this is packed, you need to put that tag of halal, which is very questionable that in Cambodia, if there are goods being made, they don't mention it quite well. Even if these are halal or not, they don't put that tag. So most of the goods that are coming from Thailand, they mention the halal tag. So you see the made in Thailand, but halal or not halal, it's mentioned there. Where Cambodians, this is not something that they have been aware with, that putting a tag is an important thing, so Muslims can know that this is halal or not. So coming to the point of eating food, again, Cambodia doesn't really give attention to this part, which I think it should be given. There should be multiple times it happened that I did not, but my brother actually, he had to eat meat, but he didn't know what meat it is, and it was mentioned to him that it's not pork, but it turned out to be pork. So occasions like this are saddening, it pushes us back, that somehow we accept the fact that these are people and they have not been told yet. Who are going to tell them? Who is going to tell them? So it's us. We have to communicate. We have to tell them. And this is one way that I can explain it to Cambodians, that yes, for Muslims, first thing while eating is it halal or not? You have to explain it to him, that if there is anything related to not halal, you can let them know. I started missing home at one point. Even though life was great, everything was great, after a few months there's a period that comes when even though you have everything and you want that, but you miss home. You miss the presence of your family, you miss your people. So yes, there was one challenge that came, but I was not really motivated to work. I was not really motivated to do anything. I was just silent, quiet for a while. But you get through it. These are the phases of life. These are the phases for someone who's moving to a new country. You go through a honeymoon era, and then you go through a cultural shock, and then you miss your home, and then you get used to it. But the problem here is that most of the foreigners any foreigner go to any country, they after honeymoon era, as soon as it becomes boring and comes to the dry part where you start missing home, homesickness, they give up. It's the 60 to 70% of the ratio. People give up and they go back, and then they regret that they picked the wrong decision, because the things back in home, those seemed like a beautiful dream, but when they go back, it's nothing changed. It's same. Everything is same. After 2-3 weeks, they want to come back. When I faced that challenge of missing home, I remembered that people gave up, but they regretted their decisions. I'm not going to be one of the regretters. And today I can say myself that I feel like Cambodia is my home. I don't feel any difference in Lahore city, which is a Pakistani city, and Phnom Penh. I feel like I was born here. I was like, I'm mingling with people. It's easy now. Food, culture, yes. Religion is a big cultural shock as well. Coming from a very conservative Muslim religious country to a country which is Buddhist but also kind of secular. They don't put the religion as the main part. They do respect and love their religion, but they don't impose on someone. They don't don't force you to follow certain things, and they respect other religions as well. It is kind of a shock, challenging in a way that I wanted to. I couldn't find many praying mosques in Cambodia at first when I came. They were far. I found few, but they were far, and I couldn't get much of the time to pray. But I kind of went through it and found some ways out that how to keep praying even while staying home. I don't need to be in the mosque all the time. So yes, challenges are there, but it's the only thing that I can say is don't give up. The moment you believe in yourself that you can do it, you will do it. Because when we were born, we were not born with a boundary that we have to stay in this boundary, we have to stay in that boundary. We were born on the planet Earth, and we were born to explore. So exploring comes with the challenges. Exploring comes with a lot of things that you never experienced before. And experiences shape you into a better human. And I've seen myself as a better human as compared to 2 years ago. In Pakistan, the life is pick and choose. Pick this, choose this, you can do this thing. You cannot openly drink though in Pakistan, but people find their ways out. And there are some other sins as well which they want to and they feel comfortable in doing. They'll do it. But on the other hand, they will try to preach to every single person, no matter that's Muslim or not, by kind of force, which is, again, Islam is different. Islam as a religion is different. Muslims are different. Muslims are individuals. Islam is a complete set of living, how you have to live, what you have to do, what you don't have to do. Believing in all that makes you Muslim, but practicing itself, it makes you Pakistani. How much you want to practice, you will pick and choose. This thing I will do, this one I won't do because I don't like it. Not eating pork is not in my preferences. So you will not say that, you will say that it's haram. But drinking, you like it, it's one of your preference, you won't call it haram. You will call it haram, but you will do it shamelessly. So that's Pakistan. That's Pakistani. What they do in Pakistan is they preach to everyone. They force, kind of forcing, which is again, as I said, Islam is different. In Islam, it's not allowed to force. Just like I've seen in Buddhist country, from the Buddhist point of view, they are chill. They don't even question what religion are you from, and they mingle with the Khmer Muslim community as easy as they can. They're totally opposite relations with opposite point of views, but they are living together in a similar country, not only similar country, in a similar town, next to each other, and they are happy and chill. And I've not seen any differences. So with the Muslims, Khmer Muslims, they don't really go out and force someone to do something. They are there, they are open, they're whatever they're doing, they're open about it. So if someone likes the religion, it's up to them. Pakistan, it's not like that. Cambodia changed me in a very good way, to be very honest. It has shaped my style of thinking, the way of thinking. These people are very, very innocent. And when you meet and communicate with them, you meet any countryman, any bong, when I say bong, I mean like any man in Cambodia, any person, you don't see a difference. Because I always laugh with my girlfriend whenever I go outside. I say one thing, oh, I met him yesterday. Because they are similar. They act in one similar way. You are nice to them, you smile to them, they will smile back to you. If you try to talk to them, they will try to talk to you. But up to certain respect limits, you have to show that you respect them. You love their culture. If you love their culture, they're very welcoming people. So it shaped me in a good way that yes, good things can happen, even though it has gone through a lot of challenges back in the days, but they didn't give up. They are said to be one of the most unknown countries, and now it's going to be one of the most known country in the near future. So the only thing what they did and which drives me, it inspires me, is that they didn't give up. So it inspires me that you don't have to give up, no matter where you are, no matter you're almost dead, but you can still stand up. You can still show the world what you are. So that's what I learned from Cambodia. Cambodians are friendly, definitely. I have experience with other communities as well. Well, South and Eastern Asia as a general is friendly to the people, but it's sometimes they're picky. Sometimes they are choosy and picky, but it's some certain individuals. You can't really blame the whole society. It's stereotypical if you'll say as a whole society they are like that. But I can do a positive stereotype. Yes, they are friendly. They are generally friendly and nice and kind. Sometimes they're shy. So the shyness is taken as disrespect by the people, because they don't really know that they are being shy or disrespectful. For example, if you go to a person and you ask for directions and he won't answer you, or he would say like, just wave hands, that means he's being very shy or he's not able to speak a lot of language. So it's seen as that person is refraining from you. What you see from your side is that person doesn't want to talk to you, or he's afraid of you. But on the on his perspective, that I learned after 2 years. I couldn't explain that in first arrival or in the first year when I was here. I saw them being disrespectful. That's funny, but in actuality, my girlfriend told me this as well, that she has been very shy, and if any foreigner approached her, she used to, we were talking about this, that why girls previously, a few years ago, they used to change their lanes while walking. If you're walking and they're coming in front of you and they see you, then they change lane. It's more like okay, I asked my girlfriend straight away this question last night about why it happens, and she said for them, they believe they're giving you space, the respectful space to walk. If their heads are down, that means, and they're not smiling, that means they're very shy and they're scared how to react. They don't know what to do. They had not a lot of foreign spotlight before, but now it's becoming an ease for them to see a lot of people from different countries, and they just can't differentiate who is from where. So if you go to a countryside, if I go to a countryside, they will just call me Poo India, an uncle from India. They don't know who is Indian, who is Pakistani, who is Bangladeshi, and it's not even important. For them, I'm a different person and I belong to an Indian community. For them, a white person is Barang. Every white is Barang. It's from France or America. They can't really differentiate. And again, it's not important. This is how the world should be. You shouldn't discriminate or put the stamps and logos. Okay, you're from here, you should be treated in this way. You're from here, you should be treated in this way. So you're just a human. You're smiling, you should be given a smile. And if you're rude, obviously you should be treated with the same type of attitude. So Cambodia is, the people are naturally sweet and kind. They welcome you, they offer you drink. Every Friday night, if you're walking by a group of people who are drinking, and you just say "Susdai" to them or hello to them, they will definitely offer you a drink. They will say, just come and sit with us. That's what, especially about Cambodia, it's very lovely. They want you to join the conversation, even though they can't speak English and they won't understand a word you're gonna say, or the word they're gonna say to you, but they will talk to you. So I met the family of my girlfriend, and her auntie. She was speaking to me like constantly. She was talking and talking. I could not understand a word, but I saw her eyes, and I saw the that shine in her eyes, that she was so happy to see me, and she wanted to say so much. I want to tell you this. I want to tell you this, and yeah, but so that shows that they are not how people perceive them as disrespectful. Some experiences, so you can't really put a blame on the community. I've seen one person, I won't tell from where, but one person was, he told my students that it's a very hard language that he used. The Cambodians are not very smart. He didn't use the exact same words, he used harder words, which I didn't like as well, because you can't put, even if you're living for 1 year, averagely, according to psychology, you meet 100 people in 1 year, 100 new faces, not more than that. Averagely, you can meet 100 new people, which you can communicate and you get used to them. And let's say if he met 100 people in 1 year, and all of the 100 people were bad experiences, still it's a 17 million people living in Cambodia. You can't just put 100 experiences and tell that all of them are same. And now the question also arises that if you're meeting 100 people who are not good to you, all 100 of them, then there is a problem in probably you, because not all 100 can be wrong, right? There can be something in you which needs to be changed. So when the students told me, I felt bad, and I explained it to them, and they realized they were smarter. They are way smarter than most of the people in that age. Even I was not that smart as they can, understand the concepts of life. So I told them, and they felt nice, and I told them, remember, experiences don't shape a community. Experience is one experience, it goes, and it just ignore that experience. Focus on general. What do you see as a general? When you go out, do you see happy people going around you, saying hello to you? If you say hello, they say hello. Or if you say hello and nobody's talking to you, that's what we call rude. That no person is trying to talk to you, no matter what you do. That's what we call rude. So Summing it up, I would say yes, they are kind, they are nice, they are sweet. In whole, Southeast Asia is sweet, but Cambodia mainly, yes, it's on the top, it's number one. Every single day, I wake up with a motivation that today I have to prove myself and I have to be stronger than I was yesterday because of how independent and easygoing Cambodia is. You think of an idea and you can make that happen in Cambodia. That's the only country in the world which gives you that opportunity when you're not a citizen. You have an idea, they give you a platform, go prove it. You do it, you'll see the doors opening. You can study, you're good in studying, let's say, statistics. You study in a nice university, you finish the degree, you will see the opportunities coming to you, even in Cambodia or outside of Cambodia. But Cambodia gives you that chance to prove yourself. I will again say that independence of choice of living. Independence of choice of living however I want to live, and I can open up to different horizons and try new things, experiment new things in an open, generic way. Nobody's judging me, nobody's questioning me what I'm doing. But yes, I will see the positive impact at the end if I will do something right. Just be lovely, amazing as you are. Try not to be shy. Try just have fun with the people. You'll find life would be way more amazing if you will be more acceptable, if you'll get connected with more people. We are social animals, we have to interact in one way or another. So just have fun, just enjoy your life the way you are. Just be real. Don't need to change, don't need to make any changes in you. You're amazing, you're perfect. Okay, so we were in a process of learning Khmer language, me and my brother and another friend. We were just learning, grasping to basics, and we had no intention of creating TikToks as publicly as TikTokers. So me and my friend, we were just sitting by a coffee shop and we started talking in Khmer. And obviously we spoke completely broken Khmer. And somehow we saw that the coffee maker, she was laughing. She was laughing at what we were talking. And she said you could record it. And we just eventually took out the camera, and he and I, we were talking and putting Khmer words like tanap tanap chang, like this, and lop lop.
ស្ដីបងឆ្នាំថ្មីយ៉ាគ្នាបងសบายយ៉ាត់អត់ម៉េចចឹងអត់មានប្រពន្ធអូយបងសบายយ៉ាត់អត់ម៉េចចឹងអត់មានប្តីអត់មានប្តីបងសบายយ៉ាត់អត់ម៉េចចឹងអត់មានលុយ
And this was hilarious for that one girl. Eventually, when we arrived home, we thought we should post it on TikTok with no intention of making it like really public, or we had no knowledge that it's gonna be a big thing. But we just posted it on TikTok to save it. Actually, we were posting on TikTok to save videos because if we change phone, we can still open TikTok and have the videos there. Once we posted, the next morning we were getting tons of comments and views. This is the first ever video which got almost 100K, and we're like, okay, that's great, let's create one more. And this time we created an idea, and we organized some words. We sat together, all three of us, and we started saying, in Cambodia we don't say you're beautiful, we say Sraisa, like these kind of words. We jumbled them and we created a nice fine video. The next morning when we posted it, 1 hour, it was crossing 200K. And that's the moment we knew we're gonna do it. It hit 2 million, almost 2 million by right now. We made 5 parts of it, and all of them are 500,000 or 1 million. We got a lot of people commenting. Until today, it's been more than 1 year that we posted the video. So that's how we knew that, okay, we have to do TikTok. We did for 6 months straight. We got tons of traffic. We got people reached out to us, businesses reached out to us for promotions. And then we got busy in our own personal life. My dad friend, the third friend who has a beard, Nomi, he got married. He had to go back to Pakistan and he got married. So we got busy in our own personal lives. Right now, we don't really create much videos, but we have certain plans to create YouTube and videos on TikTok about Cambodia. People love to listen Khmer from foreigners, and they love to listen about their culture. All right, this is the one point I would like to say, just sparked in my brain. One suggestion to Khmer people, that when you create content on social media, either TikTok or Facebook, mainly these two social media apps, if I want to search nice places in, let's say, Cambodia, most of the content I will find will be totally in Khmer. The video will start, and then they will start talking in Khmer. If you're coming to Cambodia, then this is. Now this is struggling for foreigners. Now I'm living in for two years. I know certain places, but still I don't know the places where Khmer people go, local people go. So they have tons of beautiful spots. They have tons of history. They have culture, but they are not telling to the people in the medium that they should be telling. Because the medium here, there are 2 mediums, Chinese and English. These 2 are the predominant languages in the world. And if they will not start speaking this language in their content, these 2 languages, then they cannot attract most of the community from the world. If you will create a video in English that, hey, we have a beautiful city of Siem Reap and we have beautiful temples there and all of that, then I believe that a lot of the history that I know about Angkor Wat or Cambodia, I know about the English creators on YouTube, which are Americans or British or French, but the locals, there's a very less history you can find or culture you can find created by locals in English. So I don't have actual picture. It's more like a biased version I get from the white people, from the Western media. But if they start creating content on TikToks, if they're promoting, let's say they're renting, they're selling an apartment or putting it on rent that's completely in Khmer, even the captions are in Khmer. It's kind of frustrating sometimes because I'm looking for something, I want to buy something, but I can't really buy it because I don't speak Khmer, I don't read Khmer, I don't understand Khmer. So it's a setback.